Hello, good morning, beautiful people. It's still a bit dark. It's not fully morning, but yes, we are awake. It's still very cold, but we gotta hit the road. We must have our morning walks. Either way, it's very cold, I tell you. It's the winter season in Kenya. As you can see up there, let me just flip the camera. The moon is still up. The sun is not yet ready. Has yet to come up as well. So the moon is still there. We have the gibbous shape right now. Yes, so we want to have our morning walk. Yes, so how are you this morning? Welcome everyone to this live chat. We just want to chat as we have our morning walk, okay? So first of all, for the Kenyans, are you safe wherever you are? Are you safe? Okay? Are you safe? Wherever I am, it's very safe. However, it's very cold, but it's safe. We are on a raised ground, and so yeah, there are no floods here. Okay? There are no floods here. It's very safe. Yeah, it's morning. The moon is still up, but we want to go for a morning walk before we come back and embark on our daily chores. Okay? Yeah, it's very, very cold. It's super cold. Yeah. So wherever you are you safe? Okay. Are you safe? Especially those who are in the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi. Are you safe? And yesterday I was just wondering, well, I know everyone is worried in Nairobi. Everyone. 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 The government was yet to talk about the situation. The governor talked. Have not listened to his speech. Well, the government has to do something. But the question is, what is it? Because, the disaster is so great and you don't even know how to go about it. But I believe, being the government, it has to find a way either way. It has to find a way, okay? It has to find a way to help its citizens out of this disaster, okay? Yeah. So I was just wondering, everyone is worried about those who are having their cars and their cars are being, destroyed in with the rains. Maybe just a minute. You see, there, we have a stream. A stream. Most of the time I come here and bring my kids, just have nature walk around this place. Right now, it's bad. It's bad. Normally, this water doesn't come this way. You see where it's following? It normally doesn't follow there. But because of the rains and the water is so much, it has to find a way, because it seems maybe where it normally follows, it's now narrower and the water is too much. So it's following here. So even following here, going through the road to the other side, through the river to the other side is so hard. Otherwise, I would have taken us through, around the river and seen how it looks like right now. But you could go the other side and see there's a small bridge the other side and see, how it is up there. You see this small river right here? There are casualties. There are those who have died just because of this river. okay? Just because of this small river. Water has some energy that I don't understand, okay? Just this small river. Right now, there are those who have died just because of this water. And we better join hands to pray for all the casualties, all the victims, the families affected because of the current situation in Kenya. Let us really have them in our prayers, especially those who are in there, those who are safe. Let us remember those who have been affected. Okay? I was watching a family on YouTube that has really been affected. The first time their house was really flooded. Okay? And most of their very expensive gadgets, were tampered with by the water. You can imagine, okay? So the first day, they remove everything out and clean the house and all that. Remove the curtains, take to the, cleaning company to ensure they are all done. Then boom, the second day, the house is, flooded again with all the things. Actually, it began raining before they could, like the chairs get dry and all that. So they took them back into the house before they dried. Okay? So definitely they didn't dry, okay? Though the landlord and all that said they would compensate them and help them where they could. So it's the landlord that brought the cleaners and all that to help them with the situation. Now, the second day, now they were awake up to around midnight. My goodness. It could be so frustrating. Then boom. Okay? Yes, Millionaire Secrets. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, we are worried, Well. The rains are so much right now in Kenya. It's so much, especially at the capital. Well, it's much in various parts of the country. But the disaster is so great at the capital, okay? And there are serious floods. You could go through your YouTube videos, on whatever is happening at the capital right now. It is bad. It is bad. People are losing a lot of property, a lot of lives are being lost, okay? It is bad. And kindly let us just have everyone who is affected in our prayers, okay? Now, back to my story. Now, this family, the second day again, boom, at around midnight, the floods are back again. And the house is flooded again. Wow. Again. You can imagine. And the lady was just crying. The man doesn't even know what to say. Now, on the second day, the end of the second day, they try to remove these things out again. And the landlord comes in to help again. Then on the third day again, the same thing happens. And now everyone on the comment section is like, oh my goodness, you people ought to have moved like yesterday. Okay? And they're like, right now, we can't even move. How do we even move? I tell you. One, finding where to go to is gonna be, a headache. Okay? It's gonna be a headache. And then secondly, it's gonna be very expensive. And we can't find a place like immediately. Okay? Oh, so sorry, Millionaire Secrets. So sorry about that. So sorry. Kenya Power can really, disappoint you. So sorry. We had a situation at home. There's a time at home where we live, where we are is not our home. So at home, we had a scenario where there's a time the Kenya Power people just came and cut down all the poles. It was so bad. We were out and we were just called, right now these people are at home and they're cutting down all the poles. we're like, what's the problem? And they're like, oh, they're saying this line is an illegal line. And so they got to cut down all the poles. And the question was, all the poles, what's the problem? And then why is it that it's only that line that comes to our place that is illegal? And why not where the pole is coming from, like from the neighbor that you took it from? Why is it that his is not illegal? Okay? And if ours is illegal, then it meant that our neighbors was also illegal. Okay? So we thought maybe this is just, village shenanigans. Okay? So we got so tired. My husband tried to call these people and were pleading with them. They actually wanted to arrest my mother-in-law. Oh, thank you so much. AYB69, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You are amazing too. Well, millionaire secrets. Well, I do not know someone in IPOA, ESCC, no, or media. Well, I know some people, but then, okay, do you need some help? Yeah, so, back to the story now. My husband tried to speak to them to stop arresting my mother-in-law. And they're like, we're going with her right now. And we are a meeting very far away from home. Everyone is worried at home. My sister-in-law is just crying. They don't even know what to do. These people have come. And why we are saying it was village shenanigans, normally when Kenya Power are coming to, inspect their lines and whatnot, they ought to first come, inspect, and if they find that they are illegal lines, they need to warn you, okay? Well, Millionaire Secrets, yes, I do have an email. Yes, you could send me an email on, olodora@gmail.com. OLOODORAH@gmail.com. OLOODORAH@gmail.com. Now, the funniest thing, these people never came, they never followed the protocol that they need to follow. What they did, they actually came with a policeman ready, ready to pick anyone. They came with a police van up to our home. That tells you these people never came to inspect their lines. So could be someone sent them, you go there and do this, then that, okay? Village shenanigans. I hope you understand. And so they cut all the lines. Well, they never listened to my husband. And, well, so we got so tired. So what we had to do is put up the solar. It was so frustrating. You can be so frustrated by the Kenya Power. You can be so frustrated. I'm so sorry, Millionaire Secrets, for the power outage. Yeah. So sorry about that. So we're still going on with our morning walk. And back to our Kenyan disaster right now. I was saying, maybe everyone is worried about, those who are losing their property, those who are losing their cars and whatnot. Now, have we come to think of it, How about those who do not even have properties to think about? Whatever they can think about is their lives and their health. Think about the street families, the street children, the street kids, those who live in the streets right now, because the streets in Nairobi are flooded. It is water. It is water. Oh, thank you so much, Millionaire Secrets. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, the streets are flooded, okay? And these are where these people sleep every day. Okay? This is their life. Okay? Now, have we come to think about these people? Huh? Actually, I've not seen anyone document about how these people are now surviving. Okay? Everyone is documenting about, okay, about the cars that are destroyed with the floods. Those who have had their houses flooded. Those who have lost a lot of machines and whatnot, because of the floods. Okay? But no one has stepped back to think about these street families. Huh? I was thinking about it, like I have a small child who's asthmatic. And just a small cold is got to be sent to the hospital. Now, I was just thinking about a same situation with a street child. Okay? At least I have a roof over my head. How about this family that doesn't have a roof over their head and they have a child that is asthmatic? With the situation right now, it is super cold. Okay? So if wherever I am it is cold and it's not flooded, so you can think about it. How is it in Nairobi? Okay? How is it in Nairobi? It's cold. It's flooded water everywhere. Okay? How is it? How is it for this family? How is it for this kid? How is it for this baby? How is it for this mother? Okay? Where do they get to lay their heads? Okay? Actually, let us really pray for the current situation at the capital of our country. It is very sad. It is very bad. We believe, for with God, nothing shall be impossible. Okay? Nothing shall be impossible. And the Bible tells us, and the Lord himself tells us, that we ought to claim these promises. Is the one who has said that nothing shall be impossible. Okay? And so we believe just by that, because he has said it, this situation in our country can be turned. This situation can end because everything with God is possible. Okay? Honestly, let us continue to remember these families, they are affected families in our prayers. And also pray for the situation in our country. It is very bad. It is very sad. Especially being the capital, the center of the country. Every attention is drawn to the capital, okay? Yeah, everyone is worried. Otherwise, for those who are not affected, but you have little rains here and there, the best you can do, put something in the soil. But because what we can foresee right now is a famine. We are in the month of March. Right now, people ought to be weeding. But it's not going to be possible. Why? There's a lot of water in the farms, okay? And those who just planted, maybe their seeds could even rot in the soil, okay? Meaning we got to go and, plant again. But when? That is the question. When? This is the rainy season that we ought to be. Those who have not planted ought to be planting. And sorry for that. And those who have planted right now ought to have been weeding. Okay? But nothing is going on. Everything is come to a standstill. Okay? Nothing is really going on. Okay? So we are foreseeing a season of famine. Okay? Because after this, we're going to experience, I'm not a meteorologist, but then we are foreseeing, oh, thank you so much, AYB. 6'9", why do you think so? Why should I be a radio host? Why do you think so? Now, look at that. You see, Uh, just have a look at that. Look at that. Normally, this river doesn't follow here. It normally doesn't follow here. Okay? But the water is so much that it can't follow its original channel. Okay? The water is so much. So much. Just have a look at that. Okay? And the energy is great. Look at that. And this is coming up, coming down all the way from the hills up there. Okay? From the hills. I'm still checking on my connection. Are we back? Can you people hear me? Can you people hear me? Just tell me yes, just in case. Just in case you can see me, just tell me yes, we can hear you. You see? You see what's happening here? Look at that. Look at that. This is serious. This is serious. The water has just created its own way here. There never used to be a passage here for water. Okay? There never used to be a passage here for water. But right now, oh my goodness, it's bad. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't even try to go through this water. It could be very dangerous. It's bad, okay? It's bad. But either way, we are grateful for life. We are grateful for health. That is the most important thing here. You're told that the greatest wealth we can have. Sorry about the noise at the background. Having my walk and just passing close to a church. It's a Sunday here. Oh, thank you so much. YB69, thank you. Yeah, so sorry about the noise at the background. It's a Sunday and yeah, people are going to church and there are those who have begun their services. So you see, look at the road. Look at that water. Look at that water. And look at the speed. Okay? It is so strong. It is so strong. So kindly keep safe wherever you are. Keep safe. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Well, it's bad. It's bad. Now, we have to cross this place to the other side. So I've got to jump. I've got to cross this place. I've got to jump to the other side so that I hope I won't sleep. Oops. I have crossed, okay? I've crossed. Thanks be to God. Now, the original route for the water is here. Oh my goodness. But it seems, oh my goodness, this place seemed narrow for the water, and so it decided to make a way the other side, okay? Originally, the water ought to follow here, but it seems just a little bit. There's just a little bit of water going through its original route, okay? Yeah. Our area is really raining right now. We are not in the western part of, rather, not western part of Kenya. Where I am right now, this is Narok County. Okay, this is Narok County. Yes, so the water used to follow here. Right now, if that whole water was following this place would have been really flooded. Okay, so this down here, this is our source of water. The water that, you know, I don't know whether you can see it. There, right there. This is the water that helps the whole of this town. The whole of this town. And right now, it's a lot. Okay? It's a lot. Now, when we came to this place, like this place never used to be fenced. So people would come through, from up there, all through this place and fetch water down there. So people would come from very far areas to just come and fetch water here. Okay, so this is the water that supports the whole of this town. And I'm told there's someone around this place who's just come up with what is this called, a system that cleans this water and sells it. Okay, actually it's up there. I don't know whether you can see it, just a glimpse. You could see bottles. Sorry, you can see bottles. So there's someone here who's trying to clean this water and sell it to the neighborhood. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, YB16. Thank you for your concern. Thank you. I'm safe. I don't know whether you can see. Yeah, there's someone here who's trying to clean this water and then sell it to the residents around. But then people still prefer it the way it is because this water comes from underground. Okay? This water comes from underground, and there are those who prefer water from underground. They say it has a lot of minerals and it's very good, compared to the one that is being treated. The one that is being treated, definitely they'll have to use chemicals to treat it. And that is what people are trying to avoid here. Okay? So there are those who will still prefer that water the way it is, raw as it is. Actually, it's sweeter. You try testing it, it's sweeter. When we initially came to this place, we never had a tank. So we would come all the way here with my husband and carry water on our heads. Okay? My husband with a jerrycan on his head and myself. Okay? And people would wonder, oh, what a man, where we are. It's around the Ma community. The Ma community, it's the women that work. Everything, it's the women. Everything. Okay? So sorry, I'm shaking a lot. I was moving down. So this is the area around where the water is. It's been a while. People have not come here for a while because most of the water have been tapped to houses, and right now because it's raining, it's a rainy season, so people can harvest water. Okay, so not so many people are coming here to fetch water. You see, they've tried to pipe the water and tapped it to various homes around here. Okay, you can see that middle pipe, okay, the metallic one. So that is used to pipe water to various parts of, or rather to various homesteads around. So people can go and fetch water from those homesteads. Now, you see what I was showing you? Yeah, there you go. And it's built. Initially, that place wasn't built, okay? We only had the downer one. So you can see the first two, and then we have the next two. So the first two, that place was initially built, but this side wasn't built. And then they saw that there was a lot of water coming out of that place, so they built it so that people could safely, fetch water from that place. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I leave every morning to have my morning walks. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so right now people can fetch water from that place, okay? And in addition to this place that they've piped water, when we came here, this place, or rather that water wasn't piped. So we would come through the other part. You see where the fence ends? So down that way. You would come this way, okay? And fetch water there. But since they piped that water there, no one is coming to fetch water here. People are fetching water the other side, okay? Yeah, so this water is so helpful. It said water is life. And we have seen this and we really appreciate, okay? During dry seasons, this water doesn't run dry, okay? That place doesn't run dry of water, okay? So we will have water all through the year, okay? But then during dry seasons, getting water from this place is trouble because it's normally full of people from morning to evening, okay? Now that it's raining, at least there are various spots where water is coming out, okay? There are those places that have the underground water, but then it's short-lived. But right now it's raining, so there are various spots, okay? Well, you can see around. These are still natural bushes. The beauty about where I am in Narok County, Transmarab to be specific, you can still find natural bushes that have never been touched. You can imagine, that have never been touched. And they're so beautiful. You know, just sitting there, there are times that I just come around the river and just sit and look at nature. It is so calming. It is so satisfying, you know. So around this place, you can find very natural, hardwood trees that are not planted, okay? They grew by themselves and they are very good wood. Mostly around this place, it's used for, they're used for making furniture, okay? However, the government is so strict so that if you're found with such wood, because they even know it, even after it's cut, they know that wood. So even for the carpenters, and people love its furniture, its products. Oh, lovely, lovely with the rings, because they've stayed for so long and they're so mature and the rings are so beautiful, so beautiful. So people love its furniture, okay? However, the government doesn't want these trees to be cut down. The government wants these trees to be preserved, okay? So if a carpenter is found with these trees, my goodness, you will be arrested and you will serve as an example, okay? So, well, it's a beautiful place. You know, where I come from, my home, you can never find natural bushes, natural trees. Never. It has turned into a town and it's no longer therapeutic. Yes, people say you're going home, but then it's no longer home. Okay? It's no longer home. It's no longer therapeutic. You know, the therapy with coming back home from the cities is that you can observe nature, you can be in nature, you can have your body relax. But then where we come from, it is houses left, right, and center. And it's no longer beautiful. You know, the beauty of the world is nature. And so if you can't have that, it's no longer beautiful. It's no longer therapeutic, okay? And whenever we are here, it's very fresh, especially right now in the morning. Oh, it's very fresh. It's beautiful, just staring at nature, just staring at the plants. It's so therapeutic, okay? And we love it here, okay? We love it here. However much it's a small city, we love it here. It's a small town, we love it here. Because at least I can have time to walk with my boys around. At home, you don't even know where you're going to walk with them. And you are away from the city, okay? You don't even know where you're going to have your walks. At least here, I can't have my morning walks at home because where are you going to walk to? Okay? Where are you going to walk to? At least here I have, there are trails, people just walk, people can run around. Okay? So we're grateful. We thank God for nature, and we thank God for this place. Okay? So this is normally the original route for the stream up there. Okay? So I told you when it's rainy seasons, there are lots of water points. So you see like right here. So those who can't go up there, there's this point as well. So there are those who can fetch water from here so that you avoid up there being crowded. Okay? And then being that the Ma community is a livestock keeping community. So they got to have a water point for their animals as well. So that the times that animals come and take their water from here. Okay? Yeah, so we won't try and go down there because maybe I could just show you before going back. But this place is now very swampy and it's not so good. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So the water going through this place, most of it just comes from that water point, okay? So there are those who come here just to wash clothes, okay? Those who come here just to shower. Well, it's still therapeutic. You know, running water is better than stagnant water. And even just going to stand in it is therapeutic enough, okay? Yeah, so you see where the other collection of water is following. It's totally different from this one. Okay, it's totally different from this one. And this one is a bit clean. The other one is dirty, and it's a lot. So it comes all the way from the other side and join this one at this point. Okay, it joins this one at this point. You can see. Oh wow. And remember, there are still those who have to cross this river. So that's why I say just try and be safe wherever you are, okay? If you are in any place that it's raining right now, just try and keep safe, okay? Just try and keep safe. Keep safe. Well, the Ma community is the Maasai. The Maasai community, it's not just in Kenya. It's also in Tanzania. It's a livestock keeping community. And just as I say, it's the men, the women that do everything, okay? Even the livestock. It's the women that take care of the livestock. But then it's the men that enjoy the livestock at the end of the day. What do I mean by this? So the women have to go and, water the animals, take care of them, like take them somewhere to feed. But then when the animal is old, it's for the man, or rather the animals are said to be for the men. But it's the women that take care of the animals. Even building they build manyatas, okay? The houses that they live in are called manyatas. Though it's not rampant nowadays, because at least this community is becoming civilized and they're trying to change their ways. However, if you go so much inside into the community, you'll still find their structures called the manyatas, okay? So that's where they live. But remember, it's the women that build the manyatas, okay? It's the women that build the manyatas. You can see, oh, the water is dirty and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's the women that build the manyatas. It's the women that, take care of the kids. Men doesn't want to know. They don't want to know anything, to do with their families. Actually, you find, I don't know, let me not talk about this. But then, even the education of their children, it is the women that are concerned, okay? You can find children sent away, out of school because of school fee. But you can find this same family, they have a lot of livestock, but the man cannot sell even one cow just to pay for the school fee of his kid. Very funny, right? Very funny. They are so rich, they have a lot of livestock, a lot of it. And their livestock are normally very expensive because they are meant for, meat. So most of the time you find people coming all the way from bigger cities with lorries just to come and buy cows from this place, okay, to go and butcher. And they are very expensive, from 50, 60,000, 100 Kenyan, 100,000 Kenyan shillings. They are very expensive. Oh yeah, they are ancient. Oh, they're similar to the Somalis. Oh wow, they're quite ancient, I tell you. And they have stuck so much to their, their traditions, their beliefs. Circumcision, they still practice that, and there are periods that the boys around this place are taken for circumcision. So let's say right now, maybe around December, when all the children are out of school, they're taken for circumcision, okay? And then they stay on the mountains for quite a period until they heal. During that period, they don't even put on clothes. They put on sackcloths, okay? It is so weird. It is so weird. I think that I should capture that moment when that time comes, so that you see for yourself. I can't explain it in better terms, okay? It is just good that you see it for yourself. However, women are not allowed even to see these people during that period, okay? They are not allowed to see them, okay? The best they can do is to prepare them food at home, but then it's a man that takes that food to them wherever they stay, okay? And even if they're passing, because they got to do exercises like every day. So in the mornings, like from the time that I started my live stream, they leave the mountains and they have to run all the way for a very long distance. And when they're coming, they make a lot of noise, so that if you're around, you try and hide, you don't see them. And you, especially if you are a woman, you shouldn't even meet with them, because they will beat you up. They will beat the hell out of you. Okay? They don't want the women to see them during that period. Okay? And after that period, they consider themselves, now they're big men. They're big men after the circumcision. Now they consider themselves big men. And after that, there are those who now go and train to be Morans. Okay? To be Morans. Those that protect the family. Okay? So we normally come around this place with my boys and play in the water. They love the water so much. And it's a beautiful thing. Every day, my boy has to tell me, Mommy, we want to go for a walk, okay? We want to go to the water, you know. The little one will always tell me, Mommy, water. Mommy, water. So he wants to come and play in the water. And it's so lovely. We just walk around, see nature, play in the water. And it's therapeutic, okay? Oh, you love the culture? Why do you say you love the culture? Sorry? Why do you say you love the culture? It's a beautiful one, but we also find it very strange, though they're trying to, you know, maintain their culture, which is a beautiful thing. But it's a little bit weird, especially for us who don't practice these things. But it's okay. It's their culture. And we respect it. Okay. Yeah. So at least the sun is up. The sun is up. Maybe when we go the other way, we will be able to see it. So we thank God for today. We thank God for life, for health. And yeah, we're hoping to meet again tomorrow because we have our morning walks every day. And we got to walk, or rather experience different places. So if today we're here, tomorrow we won't come again this side. We'll follow another route, okay? So the sun is up right now. And this is very good. This is very therapeutic. This is very helpful for the body. Okay? I don't know whether you can see. Oh, the sun is coming up. And it's so beautiful. Today we thank God the sun is up. We've longed for the sun to appear for quite some time, okay? This place also is very slippery, so you have to be very careful